Hey there, and welcome to your stretching workout today. We are going to take just 10 minutes to gently stretch out the body a little bit. We've done a lot of work the last 2 days, so I think we deserve a little downtime to take care of our bodies because stretching is so important. So thank you so much for joining me. We are going to start with some sun salutations. I have some yoga blocks. You can use them or not, it's completely optional. But let's get started. Let's meet at the top of our mat. Let's roll our shoulders back a couple times. Whew, and just let everything kind of melt away. All right? All right, let's take a nice big inhale. Reach our arms up towards the ceiling. Nice big inhale and exhale it. Just bringing the arms down to the side and hands to heart center. All right, let's do that again. Nice big inhale. And on the exhale, let's swan dive forward and come all the way down. You can have your feet a little separate from each other. They don't have to be in lockstep, connected to each other. And just let your upper body hang right here. Feel the backs of those legs stretching. If you need to bend your knees a little bit, go for it. Or you can extend one and bend the other. Good. Let's take a nice big inhale and roll ourselves back up. Hands up at the top and bring them back down to heart center. Okay, here we go. Nice big inhale. Exhale, swan dive down. Let it all out. Come up halfway, nice flat back. Inhale and then exhale, come back down. Hands to the floor, step your right foot back. Nice high lunge right here looking up. And then bring your left foot back so you're in plank pose. Bring both knees down to the floor and slowly lower all the way down. Let your feet go flat to the floor and then press through all 10 fingers. Lift your chest up off the mat. Nice big inhale and exhale it back down. Tuck your toes. Come back into table and lift your hips up into downward facing dog. You can pedal your feet right here. Give those calves a nice release. It's so important to take this time to do some stretching. All too often we just kind of do our workouts and then quickly wrap things up and get on with our day. Let's bring our let's bring our right foot up in between both hands. Scooch it up there if you got to. Drag it up there if it doesn't want to go on its own. Totally okay. Nice high lunge right here. Looking up and then bringing your left foot to the front and you're in your forward bend and let's inhale it back up. All the way up. And exhale it down. Okay, let's do that one more time. We want to get the body nice and warmed up. So we can just get into a few stretches. Exhale it down. Inhale halfway up, flat back. Exhale it back down. This time left foot back. Nice high lunge, looking up. And then bring your right foot back. Plank. Lower your knees down. Slowly lower all the way down. Untuck your toes, looking up. Press into all 10 fingers. Nice little cobra. Maybe you can get a little deeper into that stretch or push a little farther away from the floor and then bring it back down. Tuck your toes, table pose, lift those hips up, extend those knees, and you're back into your downward facing dog. Nice big inhale here, exhale it all out. And then let's bring our right foot forward. Did I do that wrong? I did that wrong. Bring that right foot back, bring that left foot forward. Drop those hips. My lefts and my rights, I'm always getting them confused. And then let's bring that right foot back up to the front. Exhale it. Inhale it all the way up. Good, and then right from here we're gonna just dive right back down. Both hands to the floor. Inhale halfway up. Exhale down. All right, right foot back. Left foot back. Plank pose right here. Drop both knees to the floor. Now from here, what I want you to do is to bring your left foot around to your outside of your left hand. So now it's kind of on the edge of the mat. And I want you to bring those hips forward. Let gravity kind of pull them in towards the ground. And if you want, you can kind of open up, press that left elbow into that left shin and open up. So it's kind of teetering off to the side a little bit. And just open up those hips. If you want, you have your blocks. You can bring them in the middle and bring your elbows down to meet the blocks. And get a little deeper into that stretch, only if you're feeling it. And breathe. Always breathing. Sometimes we're holding our breath, we don't even realize it. So it's always a good little reminder. Take a breath. All right, come back up. Bring your palms to the floor. You can move the blocks out of the way. Tuck those back toes, lift up your right knee, and then bring your left foot back to meet your right. So now you're in plank. Hold it here for a count, and then bring your knees down, and let's bring our right foot to the outside of our right hand. And then let those hips get pulled in towards the ground. Looking up. And if you want, you can press that elbow into that right shin, let it open up a little bit. And you can grab your blocks if you have them. You can bring your elbows down to the blocks, or you can bring them down to the floor. Whatever works for you. And let's breathe. Nice and easy. Feel those hips opening up a little bit. I love doing the inner thighs because it's so rare that we stretch our inner thighs, and it just feels good. It's just like a release. Our hips get so tight. All right, let's bring our palms back to the floor. Move your blocks out of the way. Tuck your back toes, lift up that left knee, and then bring your right foot all the way around. So now we're back in plank position, and then we're gonna drop both knees to the floor. Big toes together, let those knees go wide and come into child's pose. Stretch those arms out in front of you, let your forehead drop to the floor. Nice deep breaths. And from here, let's do a little thread the needle. So let's take our left hand, place it underneath our right armpit, and come down to the floor. Let that left shoulder be on the floor, your head on the floor. Nice little twist. Enjoy these little moments. It's not often you can sit and take all this time for yourself. It's not even a lot of time, it's only 10 minutes. Let's come back to the center, and then let's bring our right arm underneath our left armpit and come down. Bring that right shoulder to the floor, your head to the floor, and relax. If you want, keep that left elbow engaged and reaching forward. You're gonna feel a really good stretch in your upper back. Take a nice deep breath. Good, and let's come back to center. And then we're gonna come up onto all fours. And then we are going to bring our seat all the way back and come onto our bums. Just like that. All right, so what we're gonna do here, I want us to come down, lie flat on our backs, roll those shoulders down. We're gonna take our left ankle, bring it to our right knee. We're gonna take both our hands, so we have a little figure four going on. We're gonna take our hands and clasp them behind our right thigh. We're gonna lift up that leg and we're gonna gently pull that in towards us. So you're bringing that right leg in towards your chest. And you're gonna feel a good stretch on that left leg. Just nice and gently pulling it in, feeling a nice little stretch. You can come in and out of it. You can release it a little bit and then pull it back in. Good, let's release our fingers. Bring that right foot back to the floor. And let's switch sides. So now the right ankle goes up onto the left knee. Hands clasped behind the left thigh. Lift up that leg and gently pull it in towards your chest. One side might feel different than the other. Definitely does for me. This is definitely a tighter side, this right leg. Woo! All good, breathe into it. Try to release tension anywhere else you feel it in your body. Nice deep breaths. Doing great. All right, release your hands, bring the foot back down to the floor. Now you have both feet flat on the floor. We're gonna do one more stretch. We're gonna come up into bridge pose. So walk your heels in towards your bum. Have your hands by your side. Slowly lift those hips up. Lift them up as high as you can. If you want, walk your shoulders in underneath you. And if you can, clasp your hands. Lift those hips up. Nice big inhale. and release. You can let your hands go, walk your shoulders out from underneath, and then slowly lower your hips back down to the floor. Bring your knees in, give yourself a nice little hug. Good, roll over to the side and press yourself up with that left hand and come back to center. And that is your 10 minutes of stretching, just like that. Goes pretty quickly. Let's finish it off with a nice big inhale. So hands out to the side, inhale it up. Exhale it down. Thank you so much for joining me with this stretching workout. It really is important. It's so quick, but it does make a big difference. So thank you so much. I will see you tomorrow. Mwah!